Chapel students, hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the summer fun. We are starting a brand new teaching series focused on the way. This book is called The Way, and it focuses on 31 verses that teenagers should know before they graduate high school. We're going to look for the rest of the summer at words and phrases of Jesus, of what he said, and how we should take hold of it because it's true and important for our lives. The first thing we're looking at comes from Jesus' words in Matthew 7, verses 13 and 14. He says, "You can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad, and its gate is wide for the many who choose that way. But the gateway to life is very narrow, and the road is difficult, and only a few ever find it." What's Jesus saying? Jesus is saying that in life there are two paths that you can take. The wide path, which means you can do whatever you want, you can say whatever you want, you can look at whatever you want, you can treat people the way you want to treat them, and you can do that. Jesus says, though, that path, that way of living, ultimately leads to your destruction. The second path, which many don't choose, Jesus says that is the path that leads to true life. That word in Greek is zoe, and it means spiritual abundance, meaning whatever you go through, whatever hardship and struggle you go through, you can still have joy and an abundant life, because life with Jesus isn't focused on the here and now. It's focused on eternity. It's focused on living with God as your Father, as your King, and you can enjoy life with Him now. Jesus offers us to walk with Him on this path. It's a path that He sets up by Himself so that we could follow His way. And He doesn't just leave us in the dust and say, "Hurry up, catch up with me." He walks with us through His Spirit. And so my encouragement for you today is to look at your life. Are you choosing the wide path? It's easy. A lot of people are doing it. And why not you just do it? Or are you really looking at the path that Jesus is setting for you? Are you really focused on walking with Him? A lot of people will choose not to, but He calls us to. He calls you and me to walk with Him on this path. So, look at your life, focus on how you've been living the last few weeks, last few months, and ask yourself, Jesus, am I on this path that is leading to the life that you have promised me? If you are not, now is the time to turn to that road. Now is the time to turn to Jesus and say, "I want to walk with you." And He will walk with you. He will come alongside you and walk with you. And that's beautiful, and a beautiful truth that you can hold on to. So, walk with Jesus, stay on the narrow path, and that path will lead you to true life. God bless.